diesel at concessionary terms and sold at market prices. That is not correct. The concessions that Dominica received was actually on the repayment of it. So they bought the diesel and the gas at whatever price was on the world market, and they were given, if you like, they were allowed to pay about 5 to 20% upfront. In return, convert a certain portion, I think 10%, into a grant, which they could pay in the form of goods and services, and the other 60, 70% was converted into a long-term loan. So, Mr. Asafan, get your facts right and stop trying to fool the Dominican public. More of your telephone calls. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Mr. Fontaine.
Yes, sir.
I listened carefully to Mr. Astafan, and Mr. Astafan is literally saying that we're going to go after Thompson Fontaine to further run him bankrupt. not to justify an erroneous statement, but to run him back. You think that is legal, Mr. Fontaine?
I don't know. This guy is necessarily deranged. I've told him personally that he's a very sick individual. I mean, I told him that by email.
And beyond the pale, Mr.
you
Fontaine.
know, this is a gentleman who advised the Prime Minister in 2010 to sue me. You know, and now he's trying his best in the courts to prevent the case from going forward. So, you know, he has no scruples. He's using the court system to his own advantage, and it's really sad that we have a creature like this in Dominica. You know, it's really, you know.
What bothers me is that you can say sue Thompson Fountain, but to say that you want to sue him for the purpose of running him broke,
yeah,
I think that's beyond the pale right there.
Yeah, it shows the mindset of this individual. It shows this mindset. He's angry that a poor Dominican could rise to the level to which I rose. He's angry that, you know, he's nowhere in terms of intellect can compare with me, and the man is simply mad at me, you know, for being bright, and you know, I certainly you know, don't understand what he's so angry about. He's an angry, vicious man, and you know, he will not run me from Dominica, not at all. Thank you very much, caller. Appreciate this. More of the telephone calls. Good morning.
Good morning. Is Tony Asafan the minister who is responsible for Petrocarib?
Well, it seems that he has told Dominicans that he can speak on behalf of the Prime Minister at any time. So when Tony speaks, we are listening to the Prime Minister. I am guessing that's what he says.
But a man should not be getting paid for a salary, and there's another man that has to do his work for him.
That's exactly what we have in Dominica. I agree.
Let me ask you something. Were you the driver who left the tire marks on his lawn? He's mad at you? What part did you play in that? God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. I appreciate it. More of your telephone calls. Good morning.
Yes, it's about 2 years now that you said you were taking it.
I certainly don't want to hear you this morning. More of your telephone calls. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Thompson. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you.
I'm totally convinced that Tony Astafan is going to lead this present Prime Minister straight to jail. And you see the gentleman who just called a while ago?
Yeah.
He will be serving also witness on anything in Dominica.
Yeah. This gentleman who just called, I think, is a disgrace to the Dominica Police Force. He spends all of his time lambasting me on social media, and I'm simply not going to entertain him calling when I am in Q Studios. So, Inspector Mills, please don't call my lines. I'm not going to entertain your call.
And we know him.
Okay.
We know all what he has done. He can't get away from the record.
Yes, I certainly will not be allowing him an opportunity on this radio station to air his poisonous views. Mr. Mills needs to go and solve crime. That's what he's been paid for. He needs to go and solve crimes, the many unsolved crimes in Dominica. That's what Mr. Mills has been paid for, and he's doing his best in the political sphere. Mr. Mills, do not call this line. I will not take your call. Thank you very much, caller. I appreciate this. Thank you. More of your telephone calls. Good morning.
It's a simple question for you.
More of your telephone calls. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Go ahead, please.
Hey, good morning. Tell Tony, who God bless, no man curse. and call him by the many years. He's a crack, a white cowboy.
Okay, caller, more of your telephone calls. Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Funky.
Yes, good morning.
Please do not address this Astafan guy as gentleman. He's not a gentleman. And you're sending Mills to solve crime. Mills is incapable of solving crime. Mills is inefficient. He's acting ASP now. He's only there because of politics. So don't send him and solve crime. He's incompetent and inefficient. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, caller. All of our lines are going at this time. More of your telephone calls. Let's go to the overseas line. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Funk, Dr. Fontaine, and good morning to Dominica.
Good morning indeed. Good morning.
My call, Doc. How are you doing this morning, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you. Doing well. Feeling strong and healthy and thanking God.
Dr. Fontaine, let me say to you, this Claville Mills, one of the most despicable policemen Dominica has ever experienced. This man, knowing his reputation, the characteristics he holds, Claville Mills should not, he shouldn't even be calling Q95, and I wish we knew how to just get this man out and avoid him being in the dialogue whenever we're on the radio. Claville Mills is what you call, Dr. Fontaine, a disgrace to the police force, a disgrace to Dominica, and a disgrace to the human race. Claville Mills was charged. He is a man who is known to be a thief. He stole money in Marigot, as far as I was told and I learned. This man should never be talking on behalf of anyone. I don't understand. And also, Mr. Anthony Astafan, for years I've been telling you people in Dominica, Tony Astafan is public enemy number one. Only in Dominica, not even in Antigua or in any other Caribbean island. Anthony Astafan, Claville Mills, this kind of character would find themselves a voice on the radio to talk. The people would have already driven them out of town. Claville Mills, you are a thief, and I say so, and if you want, you can sue me. Anthony Astafan, you are public enemy number one. Come and get me, Anthony Astafan. You have all the characteristics of ISIS, the Lebanese, the people, your roots. We see how they behave, and you think you can come in Dominica and terrorize Dominicans. You were born in Dominica, but you are not of Dominican roots. It's time for Dominicans to rise up against Anthony Astafan, Claville Mills, and Roosevelt Skerritt and his goons. And his goons are the lawyers who keep supporting him and suppressing our people. Dominicans, what is it going to take for you all to drive Claville Mills? Drive him out. Drive Anthony Astafan out. Anthony Astafan, you can come check me out, or I can come check you out, and let's see who is who. Thank you very much. I'm just tired of this doggone terrorist in Dominica. He's a born Dominican, but he's a terrorist. Anthony Astafan is no different to ISIS in Syria, ISIS in the Middle East. Claville Mills, you are a disgrace to the human race and the police force. And Daniel Cameron is of his like, because any leader in the police force would have rooted out this rogue police like Claville Mills, a man who is known to make money disappear when he was assigned to Marigot. My goodness, Dominicans, I am ashamed to even say I am a Dominican when I think of what these despicable men are doing to the country. Thank you, my brother, and I'm listening.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much for this. More of your telephone calls. Good morning.
Thompson, you shouldn't allow this guy to rant and rave like the problem we have in this country. And if you want to talk about despicable, if you're talking about you,
okay, it amazes me that these callers, this is not the other radio station. All right, this is Q95 where we educate people, where we speak truth to power. So please, with your smallness of mind, take it elsewhere. Okay, do not call. How many times do I have to say it? We do not appreciate your calls, so please don't call. Good morning.
Mr. Fountain, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Why this fellas on Q95 is just Thompson Fountain, talking about they will sue you and so on. You never hear these fellas say where you can get a job and so on.
Exactly. The country, they've run the country to the ground. They continue to mismanage the economy, and yet, all we're doing is speaking truth to power.
But they are in governance, Mr. Fountain.
Exactly.
Nobody where to get a job and so just nonsense.
Yeah, it's time Dominicans reject this
and
group.
Anything that have to be said in Dominica is not said by a minister of government, is a stooge. Like the airport business is bad will. Where is the minister to tell us, well, this is happening, this happening? Anything else is the PS. They cannot stand up. They cannot, them people kill sport. We talk about Jolly Jones, and Jolly Jones is an A1 area, but they do nothing to improve the park. Thank you very much. Continue the program.
Thank you very much, caller. All of our lines are going. Good morning.
Mr. Fontaine, has Mr. Skerritt ever addressed the Marigot Hospital issue to the general public? We heard these health officials trying their best, and they said, well, it's out of our hands. That's politicians. But we never heard from have we heard from the politicians? Have you heard Roosevelt Skerritt talk about what the situation is at the Marigot Hospital? He being the most frequent flyer out of Melville Hall.
A good question indeed. I have not heard him address the issue, so we still do not know what's going to happen to the Marigot Hospital. Okay, thank you very much, caller. More of your telephone calls. Good morning to the overseas line.
Yes, good morning. I don't know why they're not putting a little leash on that police Mills neck for me, please. Going to stay away from Q95, right? I want a police self to just put a leash on him. Put a leash on him. He acting like a little dog. Put a leash on him for me.
And I believe that there should be some controls on public officers, especially high-ranking police officers who got to their position not because they're competent, but simply because they're doing the bidding of government. This is a disgrace to the police force, and he continues to push his political agenda when there are police matters to be dealt with, and that's why I simply cannot stomach this. And I really hope the police commissioner can really, as you said, keep this guy on a leash. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Fontaine.
Yes, good morning.
What I have to say, all the people who say join, Labour was freedom enemy. Freedom was Labour enemy. And they said remove workers at any cost, at any cost, at any cost. Today, so many things happening in our country. Labour and freedom cannot remove Skerritt at any cost. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Let's take some more of your telephone calls. Good morning.
Hi, morning, Thompson.
Good morning.
This is David Bruni, and I'm an attorney at law. I'm very concerned about what has been said about Cleville Mills this morning. And here's the issue. I'm the attorney for QFM in a matter that Cleville Mills has taken before the court on the issue of whether or not he stole money at Marigot. Now, the issue is that you cannot prove that he stole money at Marigot. You cannot prove that. And it's a very dangerous state of affairs for the radio station. The statements that have been made this morning could implicate you and Q in a lawsuit for Cleville Mills. My advice is that you retract any statement about theft in relation to Cleville Mills. And my advice is that you all should read the report on the administrative matter that occurred where Cleville Mills was charged with different things, corruption amongst one of them. He was charged. Read that report, and that's where your commentary should be. But Thompson, I'm advising you this morning to distance yourself from any statement about Cleville Mills being a thief. You have to retract that. You have to take that back. And I, as the attorney for this radio station, I'm offering an apology to Cleville Mills this morning for that statement. And the reason I'm offering the apology is to protect the radio station.
David, very well understood. Certainly, I concur with you on this. The statement, as we said, the statement was made by a caller calling into the station, and we certainly would like, as we've always indicated, that statements made by the callers do not represent the views.
Yes, but But Thompson, you as the presenter, because
yes, and I'm doing this now.
Let me just repeat.
Yes,
I'm embroiled in a case defending Q now.
Understood, David, and that's what I'm doing now. I am following your advice.
Yeah, but Thompson, let me just go a little further.
Yes, go ahead, please.
What you will need to be looking at is the cross-examination of Cleville Mills when he went before the tribunal and the things he admitted to. No, you cannot prove that he stole money, but you can say that money disappeared under his watch and he had to repay it. That's what you should be saying. Money disappeared under his watch as an inspector of police at Marigot, and he from his own resources repaid the money. You see the point?
Yes, indeed, and we thank you very much for that clarification.
What I don't want, remember, Q is the democratic voice of the people. If they close down Q with these lawsuits, where do the people turn?
Yes, indeed. And David, I appreciate your intervention. I appreciate you calling in to clarify that particular issue, and we do apologize on behalf of the caller for wrongly stating it.
You can do that afterwards, but just remember this. The callers as well have to be responsible. I know they're angry, I know they're upset, but remember, you only say what you can prove. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove in a court of law. So please, I'm imploring the callers, as angry as and upset as you are, remember, at the end of the day, it's Q that has to pick up the bill, because they are, make no mistake, they are attacking Q as well. They want to, they'd like to get Q off the air because Q is voicing, is giving the people the freedom to voice their opinions. But please, be responsible and remember, QFM is a bastion, perhaps the last bastion of democratic free speech that we have in Dominica today. Thank you for something.
Yes, David, we certainly appreciate it. And as we continue to say, the views that individuals express are not that of Q or its management.
No, Thompson, go a little further, Thompson, and say, we do not know this man is a thief, and we do not stand with any statement that says he is a thief. And I'm speaking on behalf of Q as Q's attorney at law. Okay?
Absolutely. Well, David, thank you very much. And as you rightly indicated,
keep up the great work, particularly the Petrocarib situation. Keep up the great work.
Thank you very much, David. I certainly appreciate it. And as we heard from the lawyer there, certainly what we can say is that whilst Mills was at the Marigot at the airport there, monies under his watch, he was responsible, monies disappeared, and he repaid those monies. Okay, but we certainly apologize. We cannot say that Mills is a thief, as the lawyer indicated. So we apologize on behalf of the caller who indicated that earlier. More of the telephone calls. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Go ahead, please.
Again, yes, that's me. I do apologize because all along on the social net, you read and what I have been told. So I apologize to Mr. Mills, Cleville Mills, but it is an allegation, and it is an allegation. However, I am glad that Mr. Bruni put it to our attention exactly what transpired. However, that does not change the fact. I am apologizing on behalf of Q95 and the statement I made. However, I am telling you, Mr. Fontaine, Mr. Cleville Mills still stands as a despicable individual to constantly attack the station, attack you. Okay? It is an allegation, and I take that back. I apologize to him, and I shall never repeat such again, because I do want this radio station to continue to inform the people. Thank you very much, and have a blessed day.
Okay, thank you very much, caller. We are going to switch gears in just a little bit there.
Be prepared with the best handsets to weather the storm from Flow, the robust and rugged is only $329 and comes with 1 gigabyte of data free. The popular Pixie 3 is $159 and also comes with 1 gigabyte of data free. Be prepared with handsets to weather the storm. Available at Flow and partner locations. Get yours now.
I wake up in the morning with a smile on my face, 'cause I know everything's beautiful. It's the little moments that will make the perfect days, 'cause I know everything's beautiful. Nothing is wrong when I'm surrounded by love, 'cause everything looks good in my eyes. It's like my favorite song, I never have enough when my family's by my side. With Promax in my life, everything's beautiful. Everything.
Promax, every mother's favorite.
Free talk, more data. Digicel. Experience the all-new Digicel talk and data plan. Get more data with unlimited talk right now with Digicel. Get 500 megabytes of data with free talk for 7 days for only $25. Now you can enjoy data with free talk. Yes, talk and data plans that cater to your needs. Now at Digicel. Digicel terms and conditions apply. Digicel. Be extraordinary.
Dominica, get ready for Caribbean Hype. Caribbean Hype 246. 4 flags represented, but it's all about one beer. July 16th, 2016. Newtown Savannah from 5 p.m. till Caribbean Hype 246. On the lineup, Dominica's #1 booyah band, Triple K Global. Triple K Global. Ecstasy Band. Music juggling by DJ Flip the Boss, DJ Slim out of Trinidad. International soca artist, Flippo.
Give me a little wine.
Flippo.
That's all I'm asking. Give me a little wine.
Flippo.
Jamming hard.
And second star. Second star. DJ Triplin the Voice and Lord Hype out of Barbados. King Bubba. King Bubba.
This is King Bubba.
Out of Antigua, DJ Crown Prince. All backed up by Triple K Band. Admission $45 at the gate, $30 in advance with proof of purchase of 6 Caribbean, $35 without. VIP $130 all inclusive. Sponsored by Smirnoff Electric, Johnny Walker, Ciroc Vodka. Tickets available at Whitridge Main Office in Rosal. Contact 255-1120 for more info. Saturday, July 16th, all roads lead to Newtown Savannah for the Caribbean Hype. Drinking responsibly is what matters. This all powered by Get a Sound. Partners Flow, Fort Young Hotel, Carry FM, Ardent Sound. Ready for Carib High, Carib High, Carib High. See you there.
Welcome back to the hot set. Rather hot this morning, but we're going to take a small. We're going to kind of change directions here a bit because we have with us in studio at this time Mr. Jackson George of Dominica Freight Systems, and he'll be with us for the next few minutes before we welcome in the farmers. And Mr. George, you have some exciting news for our listeners this morning. You tell me a little about it before we went live. Tell us some more. Well, good morning firstly, and tell us a bit more.
Good morning, Mr. Fountain, and good morning to the listeners of Q95. As Mr. Fountain said, I am Jackson George representing Dominica Freight Systems, or coded DFS. What we do is we provide total and complete freight solutions. So anything you have to ship from any point, you can give us a call. Our telephone number is 255-6864. Again, 255-6864. Our email address, very simple email address. It's just contact@dfs.dm. Again, contact@dfs.dm. contact@dfs.dm. Well, today we are going to deal with one of the products that we represent, which is e-zone internet shopping and delivery. I know we have a lot of people in Dominica who's doing online shopping. Now, online shopping is growing leaps and bounds. So we are here to inform all that we know the time is ripe for you to be shopping online. School, all type of discounts everywhere. So we have a special going on. It's a sign-up special where you sign up for free, and we actually pay you $25 towards your first package. So we are literally going mad, Dominica Freight Systems, and that's why we term it DFS Summer Madness. We have today happening online Amazon Prime Day, and we have all type of discounts and so going on at the current moment, and this is a good time for you to get online, join our e-zone service, and go on Amazon.com and shop, because today is called Prime Day on Amazon.com, and there are amazing savings. Now, with our sign-up special, we also have the opportunity for existing customers of e-zone to bring in a friend, and you get to share 50% of the voucher that would have normally gone to that person who is signing up. So basically we're saying is like, we are signing you up for free and we are paying $25 towards your first package. So we have great deals going on. We also have in-house US credit card. So if at all you find yourself not being able to purchase yourself, we are able to provide that service for you. And all you need to do is either come down to our office at Canefield Auto Trade Limited Compound, and our numbers again is 255-6864. We also have... So
just to be clear on this, you're saying if an individual wants something badly from overseas and they are not able to use, say, the means of payment from here, they can actually avail themselves of a service that you offer to make the payment on their behalf.
Yes, sir.
And it will be able to cover it.
Yes.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yes, so it's not only you can do the purchases on your own. If you find yourself reluctant to do any online purchases on your own, you could come down to Dominica Freight Systems and we'll do the purchase on your behalf. We would take care of the freight, and when it comes to Dominica, you would have to pay all the fees necessary. We also provide local delivery and clearance from the customs. That's for some of us who don't love to leave the air-conditioned, comfortable offices. We at Dominica Freight Systems can do the clearance and deliver to your workplace for a minimal fee. So we do deliveries in and around Roseau. So you do not have to worry, how am I going to get time to clear this? Is this going to make sense? We basically will be able to provide a complete and total solution to you. That's what we pride ourselves in being able to do. So like I said, again, today is particularly a day when we come to advertise that some of us keep saying like, okay, I want to try the service, but then there's a fee attached and I do not want to lose my money. Well, today is the day you're not going to lose your money. You're signing up for free, and we're applying $25 to a voucher towards your first package.
Wow, that's an excellent deal, huh?
Yes.
And so because before you had a sign-up fee,
yes,
you have removed this fee completely.
Yes.
So they can come in, and only for today, right? It's
it's a 3 months. We're doing.
For 3 months. For the next 3 months.
Madness.
Right. So for the next 3 months, all during the summer, your customers, they can come, they can register for free. All right.
Yes.
And then you're also, in addition to that free registration, you're giving them $25 towards their first,
the first
package that they're going to ship through you.
Yes.
That's an excellent deal.
Yes. So the doubt and the fear, we are practically eradicating that from the minds of some of our people who are like, I'm not too much into putting my faith into credit card and stuff. Don't be afraid. Dominica Freight Systems in it for a while. We're there for 15 years doing it and perfecting it by every day as we go. So we have credit cards available to purchase. So you need not worry if my credit card is available now. You will fix that up during the coming week. But if you need something on Amazon.com today, which they're having crazy deals on Amazon.com, Prime Day, you could just come down to our office, we could purchase on your behalf, and you will still get the savings that you would not have realized today because you are not fully ready. Dominica Freight Systems can provide the entire solution.
So basically you offer something beyond just shipping, because I know, for example, a lot of those places that sell, like Amazon and Walmart and so on, they don't ship out of the United States. So you make the arrangements where they ship to a location and then you ship it for them. This is excellent.
The account which we are signing you up for today, when you come in, it's a physical address in the US. So basically you will be spotted as somebody with the US address.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yes, so you could also apply that particular address to your credit card, so it becomes a secondary billing address for your credit card. So the idea that you are in the Caribbean and you do not have a Caribbean address, a US address, that is no more. We take care of this by the sign up, and then we consolidate all the packages we receive for those customers, and then we receive them on a weekly basis. We have
No, that is an excellent thing, because like I said, a lot of companies in the US, they don't ship overseas. So that takes away that worry. You can actually get the same deal as if you were in the United States.
You're getting the same deal.
That is an awesome.
Yes, and like I'll say again, today is one of the special days online where Amazon.com is just slashing and dashing prices like crazy. So I would just like, for those of you who are outside there thinking of going to do some online shopping, just take a look at Amazon.com, because Amazon.com sells practically everything, and today especially they have a deal going on. And maybe if you think, well, like, you might not be able to benefit today, just come down to our office at the Canefield compound. We are ready and waiting for you. We're able to provide you with that solution and that discount you would not have normally obtained on a day like today by not having the credit card and the facility available. But we are able to provide you with the complete and total solution right to your doorstep if necessary. We could do all this for you.
No, that is an excellent deal. And the payments, the 25% or $25 that you give towards their first purchase, there is no limit on it, right? They could do it this week, next week.
Yeah, yes. And the thing about it is, the voucher is not expiring until maybe 6-7 months down the line. So you could be shopping in December as your first package, and you could still use your voucher. If you, for instance, you sign up and you bring in, let's say, 5 more friends. Out of those friends you bring in to sign up, you get 50% of that $25. So basically you would be getting $12.50 times 5, plus your already $25 you had towards your account for signing up. So it pays you when you bring in a friend to actually sign up. So it's a win-win situation. You come, you sign up, and then you bring your family, you bring your friends, your neighbors, you bring them to sign up, and then we will actually apply a percentage of that voucher towards your account.
Excellent, and this is your summer madness.
Yes,
it is indeed.
yes,
This is
really
a phenomenal, phenomenal deal there. And all they have to do is to call your number. Is that 255-6864?
Yes.
Right. They can call you or they can send you an email. Contact at dfs.dm, or they can simply come to your office. Where your office is located?
Auto Trade Limited Compound.
Okay.
We are at Cadefield, Auto Trade Limited Compound. We also have an office at Portsmouth at Current, where the old KFC building used to be. It's I think it houses a church right now, a tabernacle. So we are downstairs at office. So we have locations where we can provide services from north, south, east, west. Just call us 255-6864, and we will be ready, willing, and waiting to provide that solution you are so looking for online.
And in terms of where you are able to operate from, are you only restricted to the US and the Caribbean? Is it all over, anywhere in the globe? For example, if I want a package from the United Kingdom, say.
The service, which is the E-Zone product, it is mainly geared at the US markets.
Okay.
Because the fact that we do not have regular flights from the UK to that our region, it's a little more difficult. It's only the DHLs and the FedEx that will do the direct shipping, so it becomes a little more expensive. So we kind of defray the London solution, but we have people in London who can provide that same consolidation service, but it is extremely costly. To get to Dominica.
Okay.
So if somebody would want it, we could give them a quotation, and whether they agree or not, we can provide the service, but it's not a regular service.
Okay, and in terms of how quickly do you get your package? Say, if I were to order today from you, how quickly, roughly?
If you were to order today, let's say today is Tuesday, and my guess is that Amazon.com will definitely do one-day shipping, so that could come to our warehouse by Wednesday or Thursday, and that leaves Miami the Friday, and by Tuesday, Wednesday morning.
Okay, so within a week, 10 days.
Yes.
This is pretty good. This is pretty good.
Yeah, to me, I see 10 days like a long time.
Okay.
But most of the times within a week turn, we have packages upon packages. So it's just like, you need something for next weekend, you could still have the opportunity to get it, because you just purchase, that goes to your account, and that ships on a Friday. The Tuesday we clear the packages. Wednesday we send you an email, come and pick up. So it's a very easy service, user friendly service, and we have very knowledgeable staff ready and waiting to assist in every way possible.
Excellent. Now, do you have like a website that people can go to as well?
Our website,
or is it just telephone and contact?
Our website is more geared at when you are
when you're signed up. Okay.
So you'll be able to see more things.
Okay.
Where your packages are, what is the status of your package, how much you have to pay. Those type of things will be made available to you with a login and a password.
Okay. So importantly, people must sign up for your service.
Yes.
And the service is being given absolutely free for the next. There's no fee attached to registering. So you can register for free. So even if you're not ready to buy right away, it makes sense to register. And when you're ready, you can make use of the service.
That's true.
Absolutely. No, this is good, and we certainly like to encourage our listeners to check out the Dominica Fritz systems. This morning, today, they opened until 5 this afternoon, and every day, of course, during the working week until 5. So feel free to register. And as I said, there's no fee attached for the registration. They allow you to do, and I find that feature is extremely good. That's an extremely good feature that you can actually purchase even without a credit card here in Dominica. You can purchase goods from a recognized retailer in the US and get your goods there within just a few days. Yeah, so that's an awesome service being offered, and the number for that again is 255-6864, and the email contact at dfs.dm. DM. This is excellent. We are just about out of time. Mr. Judge, any final words to our listeners?
Well, I would just like to say thank you again to you and the radio station for making me available to educate our people a little more. Again, our numbers 255-6864. Please feel free to call us. We are ready and waiting for you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. George. We appreciate it.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Thomas.
DFS Summer Madness. Sign up for a free account and receive $25.
What?
Yes, you heard me right. $25. Existing customers who bring a friend to sign up will receive a 50% off a Chum Pass voucher.
Oh!
An awesome price awaits a customer who signs up the most friends.
So what now?
Hurry down to DFS to get counted in the many shoppers who are benefiting today. Promotion runs from July 1st to September 30th, 2016. For more information, call 255-6864, 445-6625, or 445-7900. See you soon. Terms and conditions apply.
At this time of year, many parents are afraid of back to school because back to school means back to their pockets again. Your children need books, bags, clothes, shoes, even their glasses need to change. Welcome to the Big Edge Financial Express because all loans granted from July 1st to September 9th attracts a big rate reduction, only 2% monthly. Plus, you get a chance to win in the back to school draw. First prize, $1,500 cash plus a $500 grocery hamper. Second prize, $1,000 plus a $300 grocery hamper. Third prize, $500 plus a $100 grocery hamper. Big Edge Financial Express, financing your most cherished moments.
It's 21 past the hour of 9 o'clock. The farmers are in the house, and we're coming back in just a little bit to talk to the farmers.
Bring out the entire family and have some great fun at the Q Family First Annual Fun Fest Show and Dance. Saturday, 30th July, Harlem Plaza from 7:30 p.m. Book that date with the versatile First Serenade Band and the popular C Square.
I want to shake me bambalam.
With Richie Farrell, Cornell P, and Carlene XP.
Na, 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 na.
Plus fun-filled competitions and entertainment from 3 of Dominica's top radio music show host personalities. And 3 of the best dynamic high-energy power drive DJs. And also presenting the highly anticipated People's Choice Zook Face-Off Award. Matt Peltier versus Leroy Waddix Charles. Who will win that prestigious award? Will it be Matt? Will it be Waddix? Harlem Plaza on Saturday, 30th July. Book that date. Only on the big station. Only from Q95.
Time to sleep, darling.
Dad, are there any monsters under the bed?
Not while I'm here. You're safe and sound.
Feeling cared for, protected, and secure. It's a feeling that every Massey United Insurance customer knows. After all, they're in the same safe hands, protected by our financial strength, stability, and experience, and cared for by our team.
In the Spotlight on Q95 FM radio, every Monday night from 8 p.m. In the Spotlight, featuring people from all walks of Dominican life, spotlighting their triumphs and tragedies, dreams, hopes, and aspirations, untold stories, touching the human and personal side of our people in politics, religion, sports, business, music, culture, the media, and more. Getting to know our farmers, public servants, youth, the ordinary Dominican. Listen to their stories. No limitations, no restrictions, no holds barred. In the Spotlight, we'll also spotlight interesting topics, issues, and relevant situations. Don't miss In the Spotlight on Q95 FM radio every Monday night from 8 p.m.
Welcome back to the hot seat. It is just about 25 past the hour of 9 o'clock, and with me in studio are the farmers from the Farmer's Voice. Mr. Louis as well as Mr. Fenton Telemac is with us this morning. And let me just go over and say a special good morning to you, Mr. Louis, and to Mr. Fenton.
Good morning, Doc. Good morning, Doc.
Yes, good morning indeed. And
it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
Yes, it is. It is great to have you. Great to sit in the same space with you, Mr. Louis and Mr. Fenton. I'm certainly honored. You know, and I just want to start off by thanking both of you for what you do for our agriculture. You know, you, like me, believe that agriculture is the way forward for this country, and you continue to give your all, you know, to show leadership as far as what agriculture should be. And I really want to thank you on behalf of the listeners, on behalf of all Dominica, for what you continue to do for agriculture in this country.
Thank you, Dr. Fontaine. And let me say, greet everybody that's listening to us this morning from everywhere around the world. Dr. Fontaine, agriculture. You talk about culture. I don't understand culture. I don't understand culture, because if you have a breakdown culture, corrupt culture, whatever culture we have, etc. But agriculture cannot be corrupted, you know.
It cannot be. But Mr. Louis, tell me, are you optimistic about the state of agriculture in Dominica? Are you pessimistic? I mean, how are you feeling about the state of agriculture as it is?
If I did not have hope in agriculture, I would not continue coming here.
Mm-hmm.
And may I tell you that in another month's time, I'll be 84 years.
Oh, congratulations already.
So
yeah.
I am out already.
Mm-hmm.
And I can guarantee you, in my district where I farm in, I have no competition. See? Look at my age.
Mm-hmm.
If I was not here today, I would be on my farm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't stay in village or homes. Home is not mine at all. I'm always, every day, I'm on my farm from Monday to Saturday.
Incredible.
Right? Doing what I want to do.
At the good old age of 84.
Yes. So,
wow.
If I was a pessimistic man, I wouldn't be doing it. But I'm full confident that farming or Dominica can rise again. And listen to what I've been hearing. It will take a long, long journey. It will take men like you, Dr. Fontaine. It will take men with vision, men who have plans, like my good friend Maho, my good friend Cassibrus, or Mr. Linton. Those men are dedicated men. And to bring back this country, it will take a lot, because it goes so low. It brings down the people of this country poor, so poor that they can help themselves. When I use the word poor, I want to use 4 words there. Formed when I talk about poverty, because poverty will cause you to do a lot of things that you would not normally do.
That's sure.
See? Just as riches, the wise man said, Dr. Fontaine, that give me not poverty that I might not sin against thee, neither give me riches that I might forget thee.
Mm-hmm.
So these are two extremes.
Right.
But when I'm looking at poverty, I'm looking at it in 4 angles. 1, you cannot feed yourself. 2, you cannot clothe yourself. 3, you cannot shelter yourself. And 4, you cannot go to nude medical people for assistance because you are so poor. That is why I look at poverty.
Mm-hmm.
And why I use that 4 words is because Dominica is there already. We have maybe a quarter of Dominican population cannot do what I said there. They have to depend on somebody, a handout somewhere. Dr. Fontaine, a little history of myself before I pass to Doctor. I will give you all your time, sir. A little of myself. I know what poverty is. I was born before World War II, but when World War II was on, I was 8 years old. 8 years old. And after the World War II finished, I saw what poverty. I understand poverty. I was bathed in poverty. And I said that here already. We were so poor that no salt. We could not even buy salt.
Amazing.
But though a smart, intelligent, powerful young lady said to Dominican that you will suck salt, I know what it is to stay without salt. And you have to go to the cliff where the sea waves are beating, and after dry, leave a white little powder on the cliff to scrape that to take home. So I can understand that. I can understand barefooted. I can understand a pant with only seam because your mother tired put pieces on it. It just the seam. I understand when at the time when they was using flour bags to make a shot for us, and would be so happy. Our mother would go to the river, wash it, bleach it until it covered white, and to give to the sophistries to make a shot for us. I understand that. I understand how to stay without food just to survive. I go through it. You have to beat a banana to make it ripe to a little sweet, a sour same thing, to survive. I understand what it is to leave Salisbury as a little boy, to go up to Gula, Krong, Nibam, Mount, everywhere, and the Layu Park area, leaving Salisbury before 6 o'clock in the morning, walk with your bare foot to leave Salisbury Pat Makushi, Mero, St. Joseph, Layu, to go up Clark, to climb across the spring, to go past Kowe, to go up, and to reach up there, and to walk back down the same coast to reach Salisbury maybe 6, 7 o'clock in the night. So I understand those things. Nobody can tell that to me. And today, we have cars, we have bicycles, we have jeeps, we have trucks, we have dumpers who can go across our land, though the road is not conducive, but patiently you might reach there. And there today, Dominica is at sleep. And that is because of one body of men who decided that they'll cripple the country. And what I seen in Venezuela, it's sad. And what is developing in America, I hope it does not go that far. It is very sad. Because the frustration some people are going through, they begin now to attack the security men and women. Sad. I don't wish that happened to our police, both men and women. I don't wish that happened. But if the regime remains as it is, Dr. Fontaine, we have a sad picture in front of us.
Yes.
But let us go back, as you said earlier. We have the land still, we have the water, we have the rainfall, the soil still rich, not true, Dr. Fontaine?
Yes, definitely.
All right? And if Dr. Fontaine, never been to Syndicate?
Yes, I've been there one time, yes.
It's a lovely place.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. And it is also good to give us a sight, give us a little look sometimes.
Yes,
I'll tell it to you.
Yes.
It's amazing to see what we can do.
I need to come and visit your
you
plantation,
can come anytime, because my plantation, my area is the same thing all the time. No change. I am a poor man, but not that I did not work. I was of 13 children, you know.
Okay.
I was of 13 children. Right? And I send them to school. I take loan to send them to universities. Some may have their doctorate degree, some have their master degree, some have this and that. Nevertheless, my grandchildren, they are fantastic. Some of them already left universities, that is grandchildren. Some of them still in universities. Here in Dominica, I getting scholarships from every corner from grandchildren. They're doing great, good. I'm happy about it.
And that was all built on the foundation of agriculture.
On a foundation of agriculture. And then, I have absolutely nothing. I don't inherit nothing. I did not go to school. I had no time to go to school. I had to be on the farm, carrying cane, chauffeur, bois, bagasse, feed cow, behind cow night and day for what a pint of syrup, you know. After the weekend, if we finish before Friday, we're going down. We have a boru, a calabash full of syrup. If it falls, you lose everything to take them to our man. At 8 cents, 8 pence for a day. And come to what Saint-de-Pièce? You hear about Saint-de-Pièce?
No, I've not heard of it.
No. You heard about Saint-de-Pièce?
I hear people talk about.
But you don't know that.
I don't know.
Saint-de-Pièce is at 12 cents and at 6 cents.
Okay.
Right? 12 and 6 are how much? 18? 18 cents. When it reached 18 cents a day, I was a rich man. I had to take that relief money for my mom at home to buy sugar and bread. I inherited nothing. And today I must say, it's not a matter of boast. I'm a man like any man in Dominica. Dr. Fontaine, I respect everybody. The poor like myself, the rich like myself. I don't consider myself to be poor.
Yes.
Because God blessed me with some portion of land. And I work hard. People go to the farm, they have their transport 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock when they're going down. That must be changed. Farming is not at home. Farming is on the farm. You don't go to school. You cannot learn, Dr. Fontaine. How I can learn what you have? When I hear you talking, I have to listen. I have to listen. You don't look forward, you just talk. Farming is the same thing, you know. Farming is a scientific work and it's taking all the subject that school is teaching. To be a farmer.
That's right. That's right. And let me ask you, Mr. Fenton, the same question I asked earlier. You've been a farmer practically all your life. You've farmed in the northeast part of Dominica, northwest part of Dominica, and what do you make of agriculture today? Are you optimistic about agriculture, where we are and where we should be going?
Yes, Dr. Fontaine. I see we still have hope. That's why I'm here. We still have hope in agriculture. That's why I'm here. The system we have is not a system for agriculture. You will look at Dominica, as you know, Dr. Fontaine, with your studies and what, you know this country is not a poor country. I'm sure you know that.
That's correct, yeah.
And Dr. Fontaine, we had started to climb, okay? From misery, we had started to climb. Mr. Louis explained misery, and it takes out of me to go back and say the same thing that Mr. Louis talked about. But let me say something. these guys, they are cut out just to make us poor. Anybody or any government will import water into Dominica is not a government which is interested in selling Dominica and its natural resources as the nature island of the Caribbean. Dr. Fountain, you're a young man. Dominica took a footing where Marigot, I'm from, the parish of St. Andrews. We, the people of Marigot, could afford to help ourselves. Build a hospital. We could help ourselves by sending our children to school. We had reached a stage we have started to educate. And if you look at Marigot, you look at Wesley, you look at its environment, you'll see the amount of people we have in high position in this country from St. Andrews Parish. Dr. Fountain, it's mischievous in this government to punish we, the people of Marigot, because they did not win the seat at Marigot. And it's not the hammer on our head, neither the sledge on our back that will make that government win in Marigot. It will never be so. They will have a few people around who understand themselves. They only understand themselves, and they're so self-surrounded that they think of not even their own children. Future. Because if you think of your children's future, you cannot tell me things are good in this country. Things was good before 2000 and up to 2000. When we lose the banana industry, we lose the copra. This means the coconut industry. We build a coffee factory in the space of the coconut factory, I have to say. Yet for all, you can find 200 Dominican young children, young people between 25 and 26 to show you a coffee tree if you do not show them a coffee tree.
You're right.
Yeah.
So you're building a factory, destroying what you have, to build a factory for what you do not have. Dr. Fountain, you go back as leadership and you build yourself a laboratory. And Dr. Fountain, you haven't got a goat to slaughter in that laboratory. Dr. Fountain, you watch me again and you say, boy, I want you poor people to develop. I'm going to build you a cocoa factory, drying facilities. Dr. Fountain, you walk 5 miles away from that in circumferences, right or wrong, and you can't find a cocoa tree. What is the intention of this government? You didn't have to go to any school, no school, to understand that that government is bleeding you into poverty, that you can come and say yes, 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 and call a man Jesus Christ for you to eat and to drink. Yes, the Almighty say, by the sweat of the brow thou shalt eat bread. But he never tell you to honor a sinful man. He, the Almighty, he is of spirit. And he is not of flesh. He is the only man that will pass and rise in 3 days, and the world will be still looking for him in the grave and can't find him.
Yes, indeed.
Only man.
Yes, let me ask both of you this question. There's been a lot of efforts lately at trying to revitalize bananas in Dominica, the banana sector in Dominica. What's the latest on this, Mr. Louis? Do you know if we are moving, if there's a lot more bananas under cultivation, and whether we are moving in the right direction?
I rather let Mr. Until him take that.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Louis. Thank you. Dr. Fountain, there's a rapid increase, as we have always said, that we can bring back banana. We said that here over and over. The 20,000 plants that was given out, and the plants we had already, okay? We take care of those plants and the 20,000 plants. And what we want is market, boats, roads, and we can sell quality. We are accustomed to sell quality. And we can still sell quality. Only if we have the leadership that decide to go into agriculture full blast, full scale, and do not hold back because I want to be there for life. Since you want to there for life, it takes hey, look, Dr. Fountain, it takes a principal government to go inside and revitalize agriculture, you know. It takes a government of heart, love, and principle to do that. You know why? You know why? When the farmers are in their flowers, the farmers speak like anybody else. You don't come up in the country and watch the country people as no more country bookie. And that's the problem. Even them who come from the north and come from country part of the north still wanted to abuse us by calling us country bookie. That's why they have us in the state. That's why they will not push agriculture. Don't matter what the Prime Minister say. He put $4 million for the farmers to take loan and what. He put $4 million there, right? Out of 400 million that this Mr. Louis, our agriculture minister here, 400 million he said to dump into agriculture, and we can take it from there and we will make it work. In that we will have our boats and we will have everything that we need to take it to where it's supposed to go. And we do not want a government that will go ahead forming little groups in agriculture here of 25 groups, divide us by little groups, because you have the money, as you sell the passports and whatsoever, you go ahead offering here and there. You do not want a government who give one man $150,000 and tell him go and plant vegetables, and when the tourist industry rise, he will make money. Where are he going to store those vegetables from now until we have a government which speaks out a sense. We need a government to speak out a sense and power in Christ. It's time that we Dominicans stop hogging around. Okay? We were called by certain member of this government which cannot even live amongst us, which will live in America somewhere and continue calling us pigs, kakado, cockroach, and those. As a nation of black people mixed with Caribs, We are intelligent enough to take ourselves where we're supposed to go and not to make somebody bring us down further into misery and say we live in fear. Dr. Fountain, the banana is going to be worse than the little demonstration we had the other day.
Yes, indeed.
We come in with something, and I can say to them, we come in with something, because you know why? All the bananas that the boats had supposed to take this week, plantains and what, is in the field. One Hoxterian boat that live in Portsmouth this week out of 4.
Wow. So all
Dr. Fountain, in the next 15 days, we will be in syrup with ripe plantain and ripe banana.
And no markets to go to.
No boat, no market. Even you can get a little market by the Oxford scheme. Dr. Fountain, unless we the people rise against the evil and the demons which possess our country, when these people say they are going to give the country back to God, they must tell us who had it and who they take it from.
Okay.
Mr. Louis.
Yes, we're here with the farmers on the Farmers Voice, and this morning on the hot seat. Let's just take a short break to deal with pay a few bills, and we'll be right back with the farmers.
Get prepared for the hurricane season. Store at least 3 days drinking water and food. Stock up on batteries for radios and flashlights. Clear your yard of all tall trees and potentially harmful debris. Fill all important prescriptions and keep important medications secure. Ensure that you fully charge your digital phone and have a fully functional car charger. A message from Digicel and the National Disaster Preparedness Office.
www.q95da.com. It's our brand new dynamic Q Family website. Log in, interact, have fun on the pages of your favorite shows. Rise and Shine, The Hot Seat, Easy Rock 951, Nature Isle Cruise, Youth on Q, Knockout 95, Politics, Weekly Headlines, Island Rhythms, Soul to Soul Gospel, Creole Asser Q, The Big Link Up, Q Exposure, Power Drive 951, Q Classic Gold Flashbacks, Sports Rap, The Quiet Side of Q. Interact live with your show hosts and Q Family listeners worldwide in real time. Make your comments, give your feedback, tell the world what's on your mind in the comments box at the bottom of the pages at q95da.com. You interact and connect instantly with friends and Q Family members on the hottest social networks: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Messenger, Gmail, Google+. Make your comments in the box at the bottom of each news story on the news page by clicking on the headline of the news story. Log in to q95da.com. You'll just love to surf every unique page on our brand new dynamic interactive Q Family website. Browse through our interesting pages in your Q Family photo gallery. Listen to live audio. Watch intriguing videos on QTV on our homepage and in our video gallery. Q95 has long gone global. Place your web banners and video ads where the world is watching and listening on the big station, q95da.com. Streaming crystal clear audio and video in total liquid stereo. Don't miss out. Check q95da.com today and every day. Check it right now. Immerse yourself in what's hot and happening at www.q95da.com. Lock it in. Right on Q, the big station.
Soca rum, soca rum.